suba más o menos.
Julio CEJA that Mark MAGSAYO that he doesn't want to fight anymore. They go, you are taking out his will to fight. Meantime, Freddie Roach telling his pupil and Mark MAGSAYO to use your jab, followed by the 1-2. The jab followed by the right hand. Total punches landed through the 6th round. MAGSAYO 112 of 397. And we saw that, I mean, they are relatively close numerically. But CEJA just keeps coming forward. If you're MAGSAYO, use your jab, double up on the jab, follow it with the right hand, and then set up the left hook. But stay away, use your distance. Do not allow CEJA to close the gap. CEJA, now I like the head movement as well of CEJA. That's how crafty he is. He's moving, using his angles from side to side to not allow MAGSAYO to have an easy target to connect upon. Double left hook, and man, Julio CEJA sits down on his body punches and really unloads. It's almost like a baseball bat hitting a pumpkin when CEJA throws and connects on the body of MAGSAYO.
Work out.
100 seconds left here in the 7th, but this is a moment when you are an up-and-coming contender, much like what we saw in our last fight with Carlos Castro and Oscar Escandon. How do you deal with adversity? How do you respond? Do you allow it to envelop you and do you self-implode, or do you showcase your future championship medal and pull out the victory even though you are dealing with someone who is fighting at an elite level and has you in trouble over the course of a fight? This is the test for Mark MAGSAYO. And now MAGSAYO ties up. So far, 2 excellent fights that we have witnessed. Big right hand by MAGSAYO. Now he's got CEJA hurt. CEJA is hurt. He got wobbled. But CEJA comes back. I thought it was the fact that MAGSAYO had him considerably hurt, but it could have been a case of CEJA being off balance. Under 30 seconds to go here in the 7th. Left hook crashing into the face of CEJA by MAGSAYO. MAGSAYO 22-0, turned pro at 17 years of age. He's been a pro for over 7 years. Trained under the guidance of Freddie Roach, also assistant trainer Marvin Samodio, who is the lead assistant to Freddie Roach. Left hook for MAGSAYO to the body of CEJA. And that ends the 7th.
This punch of the round is brought to you by Cobra Energy Drink.
Excellent fights that we have witnessed. Big right hand by MAGSAYO. Now he's got CEJA hurt. CEJA is hurt. He got wobbled. Tire out.
Derecha arribita.
La derecha
Y quédese de vivo.
metiendo reta y volado.
Los 3 minutos ocupo que esté vivo, que esté alegre.
3 minutes.
No se me duerma, por
I
favor.
want you to fight for all 3 minutes.
Todo muy bonito, mijo. Vamos
You're
trabajando.
fighting beautiful.
Ya estamos ganando.
Let's keep. On to round 8. This one scheduled for 12. The winner of this fight punches their ticket to becoming the #1 contender for the WBC Featherweight Championship, currently held by Gary Russell Jr. Body shots landed through the 7th round. What a massive disparity. Julio CEJA, 80 body shots compared to just that of 21. So it's nearly a 1 to 4 advantage for Julio CEJA. So CEJA has landed 4 times the amount of body punches than that of MAGSAYO, or nearly. And CEJA using angles to get on the inside. But if you're MAGSAYO, you have to use your youth and your speed to your advantage by doing stuff like that, using your jab, followed by the right hand, making CEJA chase you all over the ring, but using every bit of that squared circle. Use your jab, followed by the right hand. Use your athleticism to try to deter CEJA from coming forward and make him expend energy by chasing you as he's eating jabs and right hands. If you're CEJA, though, the fact that he's using these angles and he is getting his way on the inside with subtle jabs, that is mightily impressive because CEJA doesn't waste much motion as he fights. There's a right hand that caught the attention of CEJA. It's a beautiful shot by MAGSAYO. Couple of right hands by Julio CEJA. See the reigning IBF super middleweight champion of the world in the house. Caleb Sweethand's plan. He has a date against Canelo Alvarez in November. Cannot wait for that one. All 4 major titles on the line in that confrontation. There's a right to the body by Julio CEJA. I almost feel like every time I mention a body shot, it comes from Julio CEJA because of the disparity numerically. An energetic T-Mobile Arena. Several, over 15,000 in attendance here at T-Mobile Arena. Final moments of the 8th in what has been an entertaining scrap between Mark MAGSAYO, who's undefeated, and Julio CEJA from Mexico, the former world champion.
This sports special is being presented to you by Tap Go and brought to you by Alaksan FR, Isang Alaksan, tapos ang laban, and in part by Salem Bed and Converge.
Dahil mahirap magkaupo ngayon, mag-Somyox Advance. Pinalakas ng zinc, tulong panlaban sa ubo, dulot ng virus.
Somyox Advance, pinalakas ng zinc. Unilab yan. Kung mawawala ka, hindi ko makakaya. Kung mawawala ka.
Manny Pacquiao po, mandirigma. Pahid-pahid, bitin sa akin. Ayaw ko magpahid ulit. Dito pa rin ako sa hiyang sa akin. Alaksan FR, tapos ang sakit ng katawan. Isang alaksan, tapos ang laban.
Unilab yan.
This punch of the round is brought to you by Cobra Energy Drink.
CEJA doesn't waste much motion as he fights. There's a right hand that caught the attention of CEJA. Well, we are inching closer to our main event between that man, boxing's only 8th division world champion, the senator from Sarangani province in the Philippines, 42 years of age, still fighting after 25 plus years. Manny Pacquiao there with his longtime assistant trainer, Buboy Fernandez. He's getting himself stretched out. And anytime Manny Pacquiao's on the big screen, this place erupts. There is your Dennis Ugas, who is fighting for Cuba. He is the reigning WBA welterweight champion who was elevated to super champion after the WBA, for some reason or another, stripped Manny Pacquiao. But Pacquiao said they will determine who is the rightful owner of the title inside the ring here tonight. As it is great to be back here in Las Vegas, first time since February of 2020 that Premier Boxing Champions has been here in the fighting capital of the world. And it is great to be here in Las Vegas. Ray Flores here ringside. Mark MAGSAYO facing a very difficult and rugged Julio CEJA of Mexico. The winner of this fight will become the #1 contender to the WBC Featherweight Championship of the world. MAGSAYO said, "It is my dream to become a world champion and follow in the footsteps of my promoter, Manny Pacquiao." MAGSAYO boxing off his back foot. Now he gets back in the center of the ring. That's exactly what he needs to do. If you're CEJA, just keep using angles and finding a way to attack the body of MAGSAYO. Good jab by CEJA. Now they're in close distance. I don't know what happened there as MAGSAYO was looking to tie up with CEJA and then sort of let him go. It's an odd change of positions, and now they are both unloading. Small exchange there. Right to the body by MAGSAYO. And CEJA just sitting down. There's an overhand right on the left side of the face of MAGSAYO. Right to the body by CEJA. There's a right hand, counter right hand by MAGSAYO, and that hurt CEJA. If you notice, CEJA was bouncing around. He was in a stationary moment. He's like, "Nah, I don't want to dart in right now. I got hurt," and that exchange. So MAGSAYO does have, he's starting to showcase enough power to keep CEJA at bay for brief moments. But then CEJA quickly recovers after eating a big shot and then comes forward. He just ate another right hand. MAGSAYO starting to land that right hand as we are in the second third of the fight, or the middle portion of the fight. And that ends the round.
This punch of the round is brought to you by Cobra Energy Drink.
There's a right hand, counter right hand by MAGSAYO, and that hurts CEJA.
There's your bucket. There's your bucket.
You got to keep moving. Got to keep following him. That momentarily backed up Julio CEJA. Round number 10. This one is scheduled for 12. The winner of this fight becomes the #1 contender to Gary Russell's WBC Featherweight Championship of the World. Power punches landed through the 9th round. MAGSAYO 127 of 311 for a 41% connect percentage. CEJA 151 of 425 for a 36% connect percentage. Swing and a miss for MAGSAYO. Now he comes right back to CEJA, and now he's unloading. He might have CEJA hurt. And now CEJA sort of bending over. Kenny Bayless warning about pushing the head down. There's a mouse underneath the left eye of Mark MAGSAYO. It's been there since about the 3rd round. Big right hand. Down goes CEJA. And Mark MAGSAYO has knocked out Julio CEJA with the highlight reel finish. Oh, my goodness. Wow. What a moment for Mark MAGSAYO to get the biggest win of his professional career.
This punch of the round is brought to you by Cobra Energy Drink.
Left, nope, the right hand